I'm now traveling the world to learn from the best communities. And in this video, I'll share the lessons from the 3 best communities that I learned here in Barcelona. And stay to the end to hear the story of my recent retreat and the importance of immersion. So, hello there, I'm Luke, and my mission is to improve the education system and make learning fun again. I travel the world looking for the best education, and this is me kind of like teaching other teachers how to use virtual reality. I also helped Mind Valley, which is a community making 150 million in annual recurring revenue with their kids and teens program during their live events for the past 4 years now, which is kind of crazy on like how long this has been going on. And I worked as the admin for Synthesizer community, helping like 33,000 educational creators get paid to change the world. And this is a community that's owned by Andrew Kirby, who is the community lead at school. And this video is for any educational community builders who want to learn what works actually in practice, not just in theory. And you don't need a big audience or tons of free time. You just need to ask who do I learn from instead of asking how do I do this by myself. So specifically, we are going to cover these 3 different communities that are here in Barcelona that I think have a massive impact on the whole industry, or will have. So the first one is Learnlife, a startup inspiring a love of learning. And this is the founder, Christopher, and is standing here behind an arc or in front of an arcade that a learner actually built with the whole carpentry and the electrical engineering and the actual programming of the tools like Tetris, which just blew my mind. And the way that Learnlife is working is they have this learning paradigm where they learn from like the 100 usually innovative schools around the globe. And it's all about preparing this learning ecosystem to deliver exceptional experiences by implementing the model to successfully help the learners navigate the world. And this is the support that actually allows the learners to continually remain fit in an increasingly agile world. And here they actually break this down into like more steps. So having and I really like the way that they teach, because you always see where things are connected. So we have prepare, and then this breaks into smaller aspects of that. And each of these are kind of like smaller increments of that. So I think from Learnlife, I learned how to actually teach and inspire this love of learning by making it about the students, by making it about teaching something that they're passionate about and giving them the agency to learn by themselves. Because as soon as we have the choice, it feels like a game that we're just getting to play instead of something that we have to learn. The second one is Norrsken, which is a non-profit building a global ecosystem to save the planet. So this is me at their rooftop where like it's a great place to just work. And it's one of the Europe's biggest hubs for entrepreneurs with a vision to make the world a better place. So they have these different event spaces and locations by the beach with the rooftop terrace, and you can like rent different spaces for people and actually host your own events. And I went to one of them, which was like one of the best workshops I went to. So that was a lot of fun. I think that was organized by Charisma, which is another community in Barcelona. So Norrsken is facilitating a lot of that. And they also help founders with their investments and have initiatives around the whole globe around sustainability and environmentalism and generally startups that are actually making a real difference in the world and helping save it. So that's Norrsken. And then the third one that I am taking a lot of inspiration from is Amara Valley, which is this nature retreat dedicated to yoga, meditation, arts, music, and actual community. And I was here for the weekend, and we were like this big group. We were doing lots of dancing, lots of like really good food, and it was really about being in the state of flow. So here is a bit of a video that I'm going to show to just show what it was like to be there. So this is where we were eating something. You have like this kind of medieval castle vibe going. It is like super secluded in nature. We have some hammocks there. And behind there, we have actually the pool. And on this side, there is a sauna. So this is just one of the ways that I think communities will be shaped in the future by just bringing people together, by eating together, by dancing together. And these are the things that are still bringing a lot of connection. And this is what I'm taking away. So from these three different communities, from like allowing people to immerse themselves in a different new environment and actually like resetting from the busy world and having this immersive experience where you just to get to connect with these people, like the relationships that were built in 4 days is incredible. And this is something that I think we can focus in our online communities as well, by focusing on like a state of flow, by, for example, doing a breath work before we start with the community. And from Norrsken, I'm learning the importance of just connecting the right people with one another, because this is the facilitation of the community, as well as being at a central hub that everyone can see and like walks by, because this is right next to one of the biggest hotels on the beach in Barcelona, and it's kind of like something that everyone is familiar with. And another cool thing about Norrsken is they have an integrated ecosystem, because there's a gym in there, there's like a coffee place in there, there's one of the best restaurants right next to it on a screen. So it really is this all-in-one space for entrepreneurs in Barcelona, which I highly recommend. And then lastly, Learnlife, which is just changing the way that traditional education is done by focusing on the learners and the passion. And I think combining all of these three aspects allows us to run a much better community. And it's something that I'm absolutely taking towards the future. So hope you found this helpful, and I'm looking forward to maybe seeing you here in Barcelona. Enjoy.